Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video we have some great news. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 is now getting the One UI 4.0 update with Android 12. That means a whole bunch of new features. Now I have the US unlocked model, just got the update yesterday. Some people might have gotten it early, some people may get it today. But let's dive in and take a look at what's going on and some of the major features that you want to benefit from. So if I go to my settings right now, and if I go all the way down, so let me go to About Phone, go into Software Information, you can see that we have One UI 4.0 Android 12. If you tap on the Android a couple times, it brings up this clock, and if you bring the clock, you get a nice little animation. It says 12, okay? Now let's see some of the great features of One UI 4.0, but before real quick, if you do go to the settings, to check to see if you have this update or not, tap on Software Update and tap on Download and Install, all right? And once you do that, you're gonna see the update available. It's gonna look like this one. If you already have the beta running on your phone, it's gonna be a relatively small update. It's gonna be around 352 megabytes. But if you never had the One UI 4.0 beta on the Fold, then you're gonna get a larger update. Alright, so anyway, let's dive in and take a look at what some of the main features real quick. I'm not gonna go over everything, but some of the really nice ones. Alright, so here's the feature that I like more than anything else. That's the brand new picture-in-picture. So if you're watching YouTube and if you exit, you get this picture-in-picture view, which is not new, but now the best part is you can actually pinch in and pinch out to make it small and large. And the best part is you can actually make it very large, especially on the Fold. It can take half the screen. As you're doing other stuff on the background, you can have this on the screen. And again, you can pinch it to make it as big as you want. It is a fully flexible mode, and you can push it to the side and bring it back into the limelight. Okay, so that's great, and it's very smooth, so I love it. So you can use this if you're a big YouTube watcher. Now, another feature I use all the time is the dim mode, the extra dim option. So when you pull this down, it is going to show up right here. It's going to say extra dim. If you don't see it, you tap on this button, you tap on edit buttons, and it's going to be here. These are the inactive ones, and these are the active ones. Just look for extra dim and just drag and drop it to activate it. Okay, if you grab something, you put it right here, that now becomes part of the active tiles. Now, extra dim option, let's say you are at bed at nighttime and you reduce the brightness all the way down, okay? And the problem is it still might be a little bit too bright. The extra dim bright gives you one more step of dimness at nighttime. So it's a great little option to have, because in pitch black, even a very lowly lit display can bother the eyes. So extra dim takes it one level down, even more easy on the eyes. A big customization win with the One UI 4.0 is if you pinch the screen, if you go to Wallpaper and Style, you now have this option known as the Color Palette. So if I click on this guy, you can see that I can take any color from the background. So when I click on this guy, it extracts a bunch of colors from the current wallpaper, and then I can apply those colors as a theme across the phone. And I can also apply them to the icons. So look at this. Look at the icons. They look like normal icons. Now I'm going to go back here. I'm going to pick this color option. I'm going to enable this, tap on done. Now when I go back out, you're going to see the icons have changed color as well. It takes a couple seconds to apply, but here you go. And then if I pull this down, all these colors are different. If I go to settings, all these colors are different. These are green. If I go to my phone dialer, you're going to see the green dialer instead of the blue or whatever the normal color is. So that's the material you designed from Android 12. Just go to Wallpaper and Style, and bam, it's right there. So that's fantastic, okay? More customization, better. Now, one more cool thing is we have a new widget, a clock widget. So if I tap on the widgets here real quick, and if I, by the way, we have a new layout for the widgets as well. So now this is the brand new layout. Each individual app that has a widget, you can tap it to expand it and choose what you want. So that's a new layout. But let's look at that clock widget because a lot of people use this stuff. Now when I grab this and put it here, first and foremost, if you press and hold, tap on settings, there's a lot of customization happening here, okay? We have some new styles, but the big thing is we now have a second hand right here, okay? Previously, we just had the minute hand and the hour, but now we have the second hand, so that's great. More customization, always better. Now, another great thing is when you launch any application that uses your microphone or your camera, you now get notified that that's happening. So let me launch the camera. And as I launch it, you're going to see on the top, you're going to see a little green dot at the corner. So that dot is going to indicate that the camera is being used. And if I pull this down, you can even see it right here. And if I click on it, it tells me camera is being used by the camera. So that gives you an idea of what's happening. So when you launch an application and you see a green dot and it's not supposed to be there, that means you can exit the application. At least you're aware of what's going on. So be on the lookout for that tiny green dot on the center. Now when I exit the camera, you can see that green icon is not going to be anywhere there. All right. One big change, if you go to your settings and if I go into the device care, which is going to be right here, we have a new layout. First and foremost, now we have a smiley face instead of numbers. So when you tap on optimize now, the phone gets optimized, you get the smiley face, so that's great. At the bottom, we have an option to access the diagnostics menu. Right from here, that's going to allow you to diagnose your phone and see if there's anything wrong with it. For example, tap on battery status, boom, it says normal, you're good to go. All right, so that is now moved into the device care option here, and you can access software update right from your device care as well. So they have consolidated some of these things together. Looks a little bit different, but most of the options here are in fact the same. You have the protect battery feature if you want to use that as well. We also have a brand new music controller in the control center. So if you have a music app running, and if you pull this down, now you're going to get this music controller. If you tap on the arrow, it's going to expand. So that's a brand new music controller. One thing I like is you can tap on the media output right in this controller and you can change where the sound goes. That was a mistake. Let's do it again. Tap over here, tap on media output, and now I can choose to send the sound to my Galaxy Buds or Buds Live or any other Bluetooth device you have connected to your phone. So easy to manage all that stuff right from here, from the screen here. And this same thing is also going to reflect on the lock screen. If your phone is locked and you just tap to wake it, you're going to see this controller and all the options it brings to the table. Now, one more cool thing is a brand new menu. So if I go to my settings and if I go to the privacy dashboard here, let's see, it's right here under biometrics and security. We have a couple extra things. This is the big thing, camera access and microphone access. I can basically, this is a kill switch for camera and the microphone. So when I do this, no app on my phone can either access the camera or the microphone. So you get that kill switch right there. And on top of that, you have this little dashboard which tells you, let me tap on start, exactly what apps access parts of your phone. So if I were to tap on my camera, it says camera access the camera. That's fine. If I tap on this one right here, my call logs were accessed by the phone, by the visual mail, by messages, by Bixby, so you can see what's happening on your phone from a privacy perspective. All right, and by the way, you can go for the last 7 days as well. And another thing is, under Permissions Manager, you can actually modify things. So with the camera, let's tap on camera, okay? So no application has access to my camera all the time. They're only allowed to use it while it is in use, okay? So that's fine. So from here, you can make modifications on a per app basis. So Amazon must ask me every time if it wants to use my camera, or allow it to use the camera if the app is active, or just block it, okay? So you can do that from the privacy dashboard now for basically every aspect of your phone: body sensors, calendar, call logs, contacts, location, what apps can access my location. So it's all going to be under the privacy dashboard, nice and organized. Alright, so those are some of the highlights for One UI 4.0 Android 12 on the Z Fold 3. If you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below. Let me know. For now, guys, have a fantastic day.